My Special Forces team was on a mission in the desert. Unexpected discovery. Tire tracks from a 20-ton armored vehicle that just vanished into thin air. Before we could make sense of it, a strange storm rolled in from nowhere. We tried to outrun it, but within seconds, the storm swallowed us whole.
What the hell is that? Watch out! Damn it! Brace yourself!
When the storm cleared and I opened my eyes, we were in a desert unlike anything I'd ever seen. My team was alive, but we were completely lost in this alien landscape. No rules, just survival hanging by a thread. Looking back, the storm was still churning, and I could barely make out the silhouette of tall buildings inside it. Lightning had fried our GPS and radio. We were off the grid. I was weighing our options when our lookout spotted something disturbing. Buried in the sand dunes was Bravo Team's missing vehicle, burned to a crisp. I moved a squad into a V formation as we approached. What we found shook everyone to the core. Bravo Team's bodies were charred black, twisted in unnatural positions like they'd been hit with temperatures over 1,000 degrees. Nothing in our arsenal could do that. What really got to me were the shards of glass scattered everywhere, melted sand. What kind of hellish heat could turn sand to glass in an instant? Shell casings littered the ground, proof of a firefight, but there was no sign of whoever or whatever they'd been fighting. I wasn't sticking around to find out. I ordered the team to move out fast, heading toward the sun, hoping to make it back to base. We didn't get far before we had to stop. Massive skeletal remains blocked our path, unlike anything that ever walked the earth. That's when it hit me. We weren't on Earth anymore. A second later, an arrow flew from a nearby hunter, releasing red smoke as some kind of warning. I realized it was just lime powder, but it was too late. One of my guys opened fire without waiting for orders. We drove off the hunter, but we just rung the dinner bell for something far worse. The desert tyrant Diablos. The ground shook. A sandstorm erupted. Something massive was coming at us fast from 6 o'clock. My team froze. I screamed for everyone to get in the vehicles and move. But our armored car was no match for this thing's speed. It closed in fast, and the monster finally showed itself. Rows of razor-sharp teeth, armored hide, the whole 9 yards. I opened up with the machine gun while yelling for everyone to get clear.
Watch out! Get in!
Let's go, big boy!
Burned through magazine after magazine, but the thing didn't even flinch. I called for the RPG, but before we could fire, it flipped our vehicle like a toy. One of my men took a spike through the back, our first casualty. With his last breath, he pulled the pin on a grenade and threw it right at the monster's head. The explosion only made it angrier. Lucky for us, there was a stone forest nearby. We made a run for it. The hunter from before fired arrows to help us out. When the smoke cleared, the Diablos glanced at the hunter but didn't give chase. It had a taste for fresh meat, not seasoned veterans. We got cornered in a cave, using the terrain to hold it off. As the sun started setting, the creature suddenly backed off. We breathed a sigh of relief, not realizing that when monsters retreat, it usually means something worse is about to show up.